Before I make my comments, I do want to thank our sponsors. I know Gary mentioned many of those, and the chair of the co-chairs meeting. You know who you are. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do this meeting without you. And I would be remiss tonight if I didn't thank Gary Dickinson for all his hard work. Let's give Gary Dickinson a round. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a very tragic weekend in Jacksonville. So it's comforting to be in the sanctuary tonight with hundreds of people who want to make our city the safest city in the country. It was a triple murder Sunday evening, which by now you all know. And one of those killed was an 11-month-old little boy named Kadeshi Williams, another truly innocent victim of gun violence. There were 9 other shootings over the weekend as well. Here's some facts that I want you to know. Our detectives have been working non-stop to solve these crimes and to make arrests and to bring justice to these victims. No one in this city, and it doesn't matter where you live or what family you were born into, deserves to be a victim of violent crime. No one. I've spoken about this often since becoming sheriff, but I'd like to remind you that there are people out there who know things about the crimes that happen in this city, and we are making it easy and anonymous for people to report any information that they may know, from a call to Crime Stoppers, a text message, an email, to a post on social media. Please, as you're out talking to people, remind them that sharing a crime tip with us is easy. There are a lot of avenues to do it, and it's greatly appreciated. I have to tell you, today, as we stand in the sanctuary, it reminds me, I had a ton of pastors from the faith-based community, many on the north side, that obviously had congregation members affected by some of the crimes that occurred this weekend. Reach out to me and say, I'm encouraging my congregation to reach out to me, to reach out to you, to share the information that they have. And I'll tell you, in these cases that we have this weekend, we have had a tremendous response from the community in terms of tips and information coming in. So clearly, it is a signal and a sign to me that we are turning the corner in terms of outreach, and we will continue to pound that message home to share any and all pieces of information with us that they have. I also want you to know that in this administration we have an excellent partner in Mayor Lane Curry. Our budgets are improving. He has demonstrated his commitment to public safety, and along with the council, we have received our requests both this year and last for 40 new officers and 40 community service officers. The CSO programs are fully restored to their original strength, and the investments in our overtime and other critical long-term crime strategies, such as strengthening our numbers, is greatly appreciated by me, and I know by all of you. I know they're not here, but let's give the mayor and the city council a round of applause. So there's been a lot of talk about body cameras in the last couple of years, in the last couple of months. Let me give you a quick update on where we are. So you may have heard that we're planning to do a test of several models in the spring of 2017. We're also getting our policy constructed. We have a framework for that completed. Now that the legislature is taking care of laws regarding privacy and record retention, we think we're in a good spot. So nationally, using this technology and implementing these programs is still very new. So we're doing our diligence so that we know all we can about the program and our ability to launch it properly. I do believe it will greatly reduce our complaints and also help us in investigations in other cases. And we know from watching around the country that it is proving to be very effective in our communities. I tell you today, I am committed to having a well-run body camera program in our community, and our agency and our officers support that. So next, I want to update you on the condition of Officer Dennis Godfrey. Many of you may know, or may have seen the news. Dennis was injured during Hurricane Matthew. He got a terrible infection that ended up costing him his leg. And I am pleased to report to you today that he is recovering. He is doing well. I would ask that you keep him in your prayers moving forward. So, folks, you know that we live in dangerous times, and our officers are not strangers to the dangers in our community. We also know that the radicals and members of fringe groups are a significant risk, not only to officers, but to all of us. The drug addicted or another risk group, they could at any moment place an officer or citizen in great danger. And as the largest provider of treatment to the mentally ill through our correctional system, the largest provider in all of Northeast Florida, I want to tell you, we continue to be troubled by the number of people dealing with mental illness, the number of loved ones who are struggling with that issue. We are not getting services outside of it. But I want to share something with you, something that I bet you probably didn't see in the news. An October Gallup poll, you're familiar with the Gallup poll and the polling that they do around the country. An October Gallup poll shows that this year Americans' respect for police has surged. 76% of Americans say they have a great deal of respect for police. Gallup has asked this question only 9 times since 1965. The percentage who say they respect the police is significantly higher today than in any measure taken since the 1990s, and is only 1 point below the all-time high of 77% recorded back in 1965. This poll was done on October 5th and 9th following the recent rash of police shootings. And I will say, may the memory of these lost officers in America and the sacrifice they and their families have made be the lesson to take away from all this. So we have an opportunity to speak to our officers a couple times a year. It takes us about 4 days to see everybody over the different shifts in different parts of town where everybody works. And the message I continue to share with the officers is, first of all, don't watch the news. Don't even watch Fox News. We love them, but don't watch the news. We have a level of support in this community that is not near what you see in other parts of the country. When we have experienced many of these tragedies around the country, law enforcement, the outpouring for us here at JSO has been immeasurable. I tell the story of a woman who pulled up to the police memorial building and asked me, is this where all the police will work? I said, well, yes, ma'am, some of them do. She goes, well, can you take some cupcakes inside for me? I said, sure. So I took balloons and cupcakes inside, and when I got in, one of the ladies in the office said, did you even tell her that you were the sheriff? I said, not even think about it. So, but it was just one example of many, many examples of how our community supports us here. And I know I can tell you from the men and women of JSO, we greatly appreciate it, and thank you for that very much. So now let's talk about what comes next. So last October 1st, I announced a strategic initiative. It includes 4 task forces comprised of areas that look at our organization in the areas of community engagement, transparency, resources, and training. And they met over the period of about a year. And now the chairman, JU President Tim Croft, will be presenting me with their recommendations. This should happen in the next week or so, and I look forward to seeing, reading through them, and meeting with my team to discuss what recommendations can and should be implemented in our agency. And I'm also such a firm believer in the power of community engagement and the feedback that we are receiving, like from you all month to month as you attend Sheriff's Watch meetings and engage with our officers. We also appreciate all of the follows and likes and posts on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram channels, and the way you have embraced Jacksonville and continue to use our JAXSHERIFF webpage to make things easier and educate our folks about JSO. I want to tell you again, I want to thank you for, as we moved into this transition away from the traditional Sheriff's Advisory Council, the shadows, into Sheriff's Watch, the great amount of positive feedback that we've gotten. And we continue, again, to look for opportunities to improve that. And I'm going to put it out tonight. If you have a way that you believe we can improve upon that process, please reach out and let us know. We'd love to hear. As always, in any area, let us hear from you. Tell us what you need from us, and give us an opportunity to deliver service to you in a way that will exceed your every expectation. So again, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. May God bless you. May God bless JSO, and may God continue